Some 30 inches for my nose. The frontier of my person goes. He says 30 inches for my nose. We don't know why 30. Could have been 29 or 31 inches. Maybe 30 is poetic. It certainly describes a large personal space most people wouldn't be familiar with today. The second line emphasizes something, the word person. The second line emphasizes the word person by capitalizing the letter P, and by putting the word goes together with person. Describes where his personal space is, and that it goes wherever he goes. The words nose and goes is some examples of rhyme in this poem. The use of rhyme with nose and goes tries to give you a sense of the nose connected to the body and the personal space. 2. The following two lines, all the untilled air between is private pagus or demens. The unusual combination here, untilled air, means that air that is untouched or will be untouched by society or other people and remains a private pagus demens. Pagus and demens are very old words. Pagus meaning a border that is being staked out, and demens means land not let out by tenants. Didn't know that one, did you? Both of these words are used to give us a sense of old world justifications for boundaries, and along with the words untilled air give us an agricultural world. Private pagus and demens lies at the geographical centre of the poem. In effect, the poem's starting and finishing line creates a boundary. Space around private pagus and demens. Cut. The next two lines deal with the problems with crossing boundaries. Stranger unless with bedroom eyes, I beckon you to fraternize. In these two lines is ambivalence. Does he mean that unless you have bedroom eyes, you can't fraternize, or if you have bedroom eyes, you can fraternize? This, I don't know personally. The second line tells you that he's waving at you or some other kind of signal to be on friendly terms, or some kind of agreement about how much personal space he wants. You could say these two lines are the setting for the whole poem. F.U. poetry. And the final two lines gives us a warning. Because of rudely crossing it, I have no gun, but I can spit. The three words rudely, gun and spit give an aggressive feel to these final two lines, and about threats to his personal space and liberty and movement. The word choices of gun and spit make this part of the poem free from obscurity and easy to understand. There is also the use of some poetic techniques in the line, I have no gun, but I can spit. This gives us an aggressive effect, with the person not having a gun and spitting instead. Now to the conclusion. I think the poet was somewhat successful in presenting his theme to the audience, in a couple of ways of it being in turn easier and quicker to read about, but also in depth. The use of some words which I think most people wouldn't know of, the meaning like pagus. This itself would be somewhat of a downfall for this poem and confusing the shit out of people. And thanks for listening to my speech.